Okay. The United States Department of Energy is just doing a Trump creepypasta? Nuclear renaissance activated. Okay. Now, aside from the fact that this makes me deeply uncomfortable, like incredibly uncomfortable, I'm I'm so confused. What are we supposed, like, are we supposed to be happy about this? Are we supposed to be thrilled about this, or are we supposed to be terrified? Because, like, if the nuclear renaissance is activated, but this is what you're giving us, should this mean that we should be scared of it? Like, is that what it means? Because I'm unsure. I don't know. Is a Fallout 28 releasing early in the patch notes? Trump can't help but try to make Dark Brandon his own brand. Man, we should have ran with Dark Brandon so harder. You know that? Like, I'm sorry. We should have made Dark Brandon go so super viral. We could have. We could have. Biden was just asleep while we were running. Yeah, you're right, but I don't have to like that. I don't have to like that. I said he looks like he's source, and he made it. He looked like his sources. He made it the fuck up. Oh my god, Nixie! Thank you so much for resubscribing. I want nuclear energy. I think nuclear energy is cleaner than fossil fuels by a country mile. I think it's safer now than it has ever been. I think that it solves so many of our problems, and for fuck's sake, if the big tech billionaires are going to keep on trying to force data centers down our throats, then at least having power that can supply them and also supply towns without, you know, having to be shut off randomly or diverting supply away from hospitals so that you can AI generate your 15th waifu. Sure, give us the fucking nuclear power plants, but if you're doing it like this, I feel like my terror is immense. I feel like my terror is so high, I don't know if I want it anymore. That France is over 66% nuclear? Yeah, and we could be too, but looking at this, man, Exxon, I think maybe the rape of the planet was actually not so bad, all things considered. But yeah, I can't even say that because Trump is also in their pockets. Frosty Tio says, at this point, I'm very much of the opinion that Israel needs to lose a war and undergo a post-World War II style reconstruction and denazification. Agreed. Progress says he'll make it a moving slider. Once you go above the median age of the U.S., you can't run again. Incentivize healthcare spending that way. Progress says, oh, I see what you're doing. Hell, make it a moving slider. So that people who are old and politicians feel like they should make the world a better place for them when they, you know, come back. When they leave and come back to be civilians again. Yeah, I get that. Maybe nuclear renaissance is just blowing the whole country up and making it up again. Maybe. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I'm scared. Old Gus says, I mean, holy shit. This too, but on my end, my wife just got an American DVD collection from one of her coworkers, and holy shit, there must be over 200 movies in there. I mean, that's cool. That's neat. Said newer gen nuclear reactors are far more safe and use fuel that we used to think of as waste. This is true, and also we're going to be building micro reactors in the future. And I say that because of... There's a conversation I had with someone recently who works in that field and pointed that out to me. And I'm like, oh, cool. That sounds neat. I like that. That sounds cool. That means less fossil fuels doing their thing. Maybe... I'm torn, though, because, like, we know that Trump's been in the pocket of Exxon. We know he's been in the pocket of like, fossil fuels. That's why he's done the clean coal shit for years. But in this scenario, it looks like he's wanting us to accept that he's changing, I guess? I don't know. Like, what's... Does anybody really think that Trump's going to actually go all in on nuclear? Or do we think that he's going to continue to do exactly what he's been doing? Or do we think he's going all in on nuclear specifically because he wants AI data centers? Like, which one? Sidebar, can I just talk about how scary it is that if most of our information starts coming from AI data centers, and those things can be modified at the center, as opposed to things like Wikipedia that are modified by, people that are out in the wild? How long is it until you get a truth ministry out of that? Rita says, it's AI. He already said he's building 10 nuclear for AI use. Oh, cool. Savvycat says, which advisor or lobbyist or billionaire got to be in the room last with Trump to convince him about nuclear's utility? Somebody wanting him to spend it on AI. Like, again, the silver lining about building massive power infrastructure for AI is that as the AI technology, as the data center technology gets more efficient, then more of the power from that power center can be used for general use. And if it is a nuclear power center, I would imagine that a lot of that still can be used for general use, even at the beginning. So if we're going to get a small silver lining out of it, at least there's that. But can we please stop dropping the data centers in places that can't have them? Places that are having fucking droughts, please? That would be cool. Quick, somebody put Mom Donnie in the room with Trump. Right. Get somebody who knows how to give Trump what he needs. Progress says, and about Stevens, last night it broke that her lead staffer 4 canned because they were getting paid tons of money for a staffer from OpenAI. Staffer got canned because they were being paid tons of money from AI. Oh, Jesus. Said maybe data center on the moon. Ah, yes, I remember that. So especially since we basically decided that science is stupid and we don't need it anymore. Yeah, that's agitating. Two socialists, one Trump. All right, write me that fan fiction. Dorita says, yeah, but they're building small-scale nuclear sites, not large ones that power 5% of the nation. Basically, they want to build just enough to power the data center. All right, just kill me now. Like, you know what? Tell you what, they can build just enough to power the data centers, and then we burn the data centers, and then they have no choice but to power our homes. How's that sound? Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagittarius, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.